Hello everyone and welcome to this way too hot day where we just hopefully can relax a little bit, play with our video games because it's a new week, new stuff. They have a new Portal experience. Apparently someone made a map in Portal with a castle and you attack it in Rush, which sounds cool. So I'm very interested, and I guess we can just basically jump right in and later go over, drive tanks again. Tanks are very fun to drive now. Oh yeah, right. Good. So what do we have here? Ooh. Ooh. Okay. People are putting effort into Portal maps. Wait, this is Helm's Clum. Castle Siege my ass. This is Helm's Clum. This is fucking Helm's Clum.
Helm's Deep in English.
Oh yeah, Helm's Deep. Sorry, I'm too much in the German word. Helm's Deep. Oh my god. You know what? I can hate that. That is fantastic. Helm's Deep. Looked like I was like, huh. This seemed familiar. Ah, it's Helm's Deep. This is definitely one of those things that can only really work only with something like Rush. God. And it's still like, they need to fix the performance on Rush server, on Portal servers, but... Oh, this is great. Castle Siege. Castle Siege. I mean... They definitely need to make it easier that modes function like normal ones, but like holy shit. It is hilarious how much the Portal editor just has problems. And yet people make was it a scripted rocket attack? Yeah.
We have eliminated objective Alpha.
But yeah, Portal has actually given some fantastic creations, and like, look, I know it's probably hard to get like an actual Frostbite editor out because I don't know how well it would run on individual systems, but oh, they need to do it. The Godot one is just, look, I could probably work myself into it, even though it is frustrating as hell. But I do it to a degree. Like, I'd love to see more stuff like that. It's just they definitely need to make it a better editor, and like, look, all I can say is Portal in 2042 was a proof of concept that people want to actually make stuff with the game. And it was a very not a good feature set. The editor and 6 proves people are willing to make maps, even if it might be a bit annoying, and they keep doing it. And it's impressive. It's cool. It's great. It's like literally the stuff we need. But even if something just walks out here, apparently for people. Which is why, you know, we should have actually like some official stuff. And we could also do better lighting, better destruction. And yeah, you know, nothing will probably be perfect. Oh. But we even have some destruction! Again, you see what I mean with... Like... You gave a more... Like, after over decades of nothing, you gave a community rough tools to make stuff, and they keep making stuff. Look, I'm not one of those people that say modding will save gaming, etc. But like, look, the thing is, the moment we will see a lot of if they actually release like an actual editor with the Frostbite engine, I will use it, because that is better than whatever the fuck Godot is doing right now. Sorry, Godot is great, not really the best for what they wanted to do here. But the thing is, and this is kind of a crucial aspect in my opinion, even if you get a majority Nuketown remakes, Shipment remakes, North Shore Canals will be remade, Pool Day, oh my god, there will be so much Pool Day. And then you will have a bunch of stuff like this map, which is, let's just be real here, nothing that could really be in a full game, because, you know, you have to do the whole license thing and all that, so it's kind of off-brand, and also you can only really play it in one mode, and you know what, that's fine. But sometimes you will have some really good pearls, and that's the thing. The big problem with a lot of community stuff is just you need ways to filter out the good stuff, and that is where most games fail. Let me guess, I don't get any yeah. This is great though. I definitely very much enjoy that. Even if it is an absolute visual mess. Even if it's not the most elegant thing. I respect someone making Helm's Deep. Sorry, Helm's Klamm is kind of better name, but Klamm is like such a German name, sorry. Oh, I do get at least some progress, I guess.
We have secured an advantage. Keep it going.
Hey D6, how are you doing? Hope you're feeling better after everything, and it's that everything is slowly healing. Great thing, helicopter. Trying a bit of the new Portal stuff, and it's cool. I don't know if you've seen it, but someone made Helm's Deep as a Portal map, and it's kind of cool. Like, this is definitely one of those one-off things, but honestly, again, they need to do a full editor. That would definitely, like, clear this game for, like, years to come. Even if there's a lot of pool days. Like, I don't care. Always cool looking into those. Oh, no progress. Ah. Hey, you know what? Let's see. Next one, with a full clean start. One more time, and then we can go back maybe playing some tanks. Oh, but there's an IV on this one. But yeah, oh my god, we definitely need a full editor at some point. I think the good stuff, like, there's not gonna be a lot of good stuff always, you know, or like viable, but like, it's kind of relevant that, you know, it's being done. Even with the doors, they just kind of fit so well. It's hilarious. just making some pictures because it is so cool. Ah, damn it. God. It definitely took me a moment to realize, though, that this is Helm's Deep. It's kind of great, though. Again, bad.
Okay, we're taking objective Alpha.
Oh my god, I love... You can sound the horn, which is a fucking pen. Oh no, sorry. This is like... Listen, this is like a small thing that, you know, probably wouldn't, like, work as a continuous map. Obviously, but... Look. This is just fucking charming, okay? This is just... You cannot not like this. This is fantastic. Oh my god. Ah, I adore this. Like, the fact they put the horn in with horns, like, that's good. That's good stuff.
Forces are winning the fight. Let's strike back.
They even have the card. They have a, you know, not a wagon because. Well, I guess there. Not playing well. More focused on holy shit. This is kind of cool. But sorry. I just adore this. Okay. Oh, they even have the. God. Go away, AI viewer bot. No one wants AI viewers. AI viewers would not be able to understand why this is great.
Contact enemy tank! Contact enemy tank! Take what you can carry!
Okay, some things are definitely buggy here. Yeah, generally. They're doing I really am happy that we have those playlists and all. It's good, you know? I don't know what will be next. Or what could even be, because I feel like, look, Helm's Deep is one of those, you know, one-time jokes. The thing is just, and I mean this I mean this kind of unironically to a degree, by the way. This could, like, people could generally, like, throw definitely more interesting crossovers at the wall. It might even seem, you know, see the light of day, actually. Hey, how are you doing, once more? Welcome to... You know what? Maybe you can recognize it yourself. I don't know if you recognize what someone built in Portal here. Damn it! Ah. Oh. And, I mean, I guess... Yeah, I guess they could... Oh, okay, yeah, no, that still fits pretty solidly. I'd say that still fits pretty solidly. Oh. Hope you're doing well. Ah, I can't go through here. Let's see, is this a connection down? Wait, holy shit, there's really all of it basically in here. Okay, now there's a tag, but yeah, okay. I guess. Don't toot the horn that much. Return to combat, don't worry. But yeah, you notice what was made here under the name? How's it? I can't see it even. Damn. I think Castle Siege, which is... Oh, someone was very sneaky with that name. I just needed to zap him. That had to be done, you know? Yes, we know you can toot the horn. I don't think they even have a pipe on the outside where the pipe is. They didn't need to do it. They did anyway. It's so trashy, but I love it. The longer Portal goes on, the more great stuff just comes together. I just really wish the stability was better. That's... Hey.
The enemy are ahead of us. Fight back.
God. Hmm.
Reposition. Move now. Let's go. Let's move.
Take this ammo.
But yeah. Generally, I will just reiterate, make a full level editor with the Frostbite engine. The people clearly want to have one. It's kind of insane to think about that. They really are just like one step away from being like maybe the one, like quite literally the one game besides Source games to really have like a mapping community still. Okay, we're going to the last room. You're Miss Sector. Okay.
Be advised, hostiles have destroyed Bravo.
It is definitely not easy to see where you can actually run and where not. Ah. You mean return to combat? Yeah, did they? You know, they fucking did. You sure as hell did. It's just glitched. Yeah, that's what I mean. We need all...
Be advised, hostiles have destroyed Bravo.
If there was actually a full way to do this, it would be a lot better. But still. They did their best here.
Reloading!
Also bipod. Oh. Grab my stuff, I guess. Let's do some more pictures, but yeah, no, what? No, this is cool. It's just janky, so... See, this is the jank. This is our spawn area. Why can't I go there? What killed me now? Okay.
That's objective Bravo.
But that... Again. If we had full access to an editor, it would be good. What killed me now? Texas, I guess. But yeah, have you recognized what this map is supposed to be? Which is like, it's just kind of cool. Oh, okay, so I don't think you recognize this, or maybe because there's supposed to be a chair here, and a big hall, and... Okay, you need to think way more medieval and fantasy. Yeah. You know what? I will just let it load again. I will show it again. Maybe we're on the attacker team this time. But I will also leave then because, you know, the portal servers are always a bit glitchy and all that, and it's weird, and like, they need to fix the servers, they need to definitely give us a full editor, but if that didn't like get me to like wanting to open up the editor again and try myself, okay, it's kind of funny. But yeah, I guess the game was like, oh, we're not supposed to be here, but it didn't show, and like, yeah. I think that killed me. Which, again, we definitely need better tools. So much better tools. Oh, nice. We're even on pack side. But yeah, so we're attacking a castle through a valley. And I don't know, but like, it should come into view in a bit. See, I don't know if you notice, if you know any castle with one major tower at the end of a valley and a bridge leading up to its entrance off to the side. Oh wait, that was script. Oh my god, that is great. That is actually a fantastic script. Yeah, it is Helm's Deep from Lord of the Rings. Someone made it into. They scripted the wall blowing up. That's cool. Ah, but yeah, from the second movie, someone basically made it, which is again, it's just kind of cool. It's not really good, but like, you know, it is there and cool and it works, which is just kind of more impressive. They're more like what people knew him. But yeah, I also had I needed a moment to be like, wait a second, I know that. It is just kind of funny to see Helm's Deep being bombarded by an IFV. The writers of Rohan did not expect modern military tactics.
Hey, look at me.
But yeah, sadly, what happened? Did Rohan find oil? Interestingly, the attackers are not NATO. It is PAX, so I guess not oil. But yeah. Ah. You know what? Let's put a standard playlist and kill some tanks. Not at least in the evening hours, the heat is going down enough that it's bearable. Yeah, I do think, actually, games do, like, I do think how should I put it best, the art of the crossover map has been lost recently, in my opinion. Like, crossovers are just boring, you know? Like, I know we can talk about long about, oh hey, is a crossover good, is a crossover bad, but like, look, usually a crossover is interesting when it tries to blend itself into something, to the point that you don't even recognize anymore that it is a crossover, actually. And that doesn't happen anymore, and it's kind of sad. I mean, sometimes it's a bit blatant, but yeah. Like, for example, I think some of the best examples, in my opinion, where, you know, most people will probably not even recognize that they were crossovers, is, holy shit, Payday 2 had a lot. Like, okay, some are obvious, like, oh well, obvious, because, you know, when the heist is literally called Scarface Mansion, you can kind of piece together where this is set, kind of, but even then it's not like really taking you out because it's just the mansion. That's kind of okay, but Scarface is also in the game. But that's a different topic. Hey, well, that was cool. I think one of the most well-known ones they have is No Mercy, which, well, guess where Mercy Hospital is from? This plays completely different in both games. In general, I think games should have more crossovers with, you know, other games where they could, like, get some stuff like perpetual licenses, because generally, you know, it is not worth it, in my opinion, for games to try to get stuff from movies. Like, that's usually not sensible. Hell, one of the most I think one of the most interesting quote-unquote movie crossovers I know of is back in Call of Duty Ghosts, they had a map called Fog. And this is one of those, they had one license for it, by the way, but they did a bit more clever things, because, so the license they had was actually Halloween, the movies. And basically the thing is you could, like, get a special Juggernaut crate and you just became Michael Myers with the Halloween theme song playing. Which was kind of cool, you know? A bit odd, but still. But the thing is that never happened every single round. This was like a very, very rare occasion. On the other hand, the whole map was, it wasn't really one of those, oh, we took it from somewhere, but it was quite literally, here are a lot of things from classic horror movies, and if you know, you know. Like, for example, there was the basement, like the basement from The Evil Dead is there, at the destroyed bridge. There's like a lake that is very much reminiscent from, you know, the Jason movies. Friday the 13th was it? Yeah, Friday the 13th. It's so weird. Like I'm kind of like, you know, at some point you stop thinking about, oh, this is it's Friday the 13th or A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's just like the Jason Voorhees movies, or, you know, the Freddy Krueger movies.
Attack support is on the marked objective.
Is this broken? I think this round is broken.
We are targeting objective Bravo.
Yeah, I think this round is broken. Not good. The progress bar never advanced for any team. Like, our team had it for a while, and we were like literally at the point of pinging it, so, you know, the sector was removed, but it never happened. Neither did the enemies. So the it was just locked. The whole map was. What is wrong?
Enemy soldier incoming. 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 Enemy soldi
I also took a bit of tea. Mm. Mm. Mm.
All units, mission targets are marked. We need to hold more objectives so our forces can take control of the battlefield. Attention, objective marked.
The progress bar in the center should actually fill if one team has more flags than the other, which it stopped doing in the last round. So, not good. Mm. Okay. But yeah, otherwise, hope everyone has had a good start into the week. Aside from the heat TM. God, I fucking hate that it got so warm. So fast, actually. Like, I don't know if it is the heat, but like, it actually gave me like really annoying headaches today, and trust me, it was not nice, but also one of those, hey, today I go out and do stuff, and then it's like, no, I won't, because headache. Very fun.
We now control more objectives. Defend all positions. Objective marked. Support the attack.
But yeah, the art of the crossover has definitely just been eroded because too much nowadays is just, oh, here's a skin, and that's it. There's no real thought put into things. And that's kind of sad because I do think some
They're about to take ground.
some parts are just like more remembered. Like there's sometimes instances where things are actually more remembered due to the crossovers than anything else.
Our troops have neutralized objective Charlie.
But
The enemy have just taken territory. Alpha is no longer a target. Objective marked. Support the attack.
what is going on with the physics today?
Objective Bravo neutralized.
Something feels off, and like majorly. I don't know what it is.
Bravo is under control.
Guess
Hostiles are attacking objective Bravo.
Hostiles now hold more objectives.
Our forces have light armored vehicles clear for combat. Our troops are attacking Charlie.
Yeah, something is definitely odd.
Charlie.
I don't know.
We now hold more objectives. Secure our defenses. Visual confirmed on hostile heavy armor. Bearing north. Attention, we need attack support on the marked objective.
Shotguns are fun though.
We currently
Very
hold
fun.
more objectives. Our forces are close to taking territory. Objective Delta has fallen to the enemy. We are attacking objective Delta.
But yeah, otherwise, been a bit of a week here. I'm still trying to make plans for next week, but chronically unimaginative right now, and I kind of hate it. Ah, fuck. Just like, oh hey, you know, getting people to maybe join up for a day, one evening, probably not a problem. Finding something that everyone would play and that would be fun, that is harder.
Objective Charlie secure. Attack support is needed on the marked objective.
So I'm kind of bumbling around mentally. Which is definitely not the best. Here we go. There we go.
Stay with me! Roger! Roger!
Objective Charlie is under hostile attack. We're attacking objective Bravo. We have heavy armor ready for combat. Our forces hold the majority of objectives. We are close to taking ground. Attack support is needed on the marked objective.
Contact! Enemy tag!
We've taken territory. Objective Foxtrot is no longer active. Be advised, enemy attack is underway on Delta.
At least, definitely at least went roughly well.
Enemy attack is underway on Bravo.
We have lost control of Bravo. Attack support is needed on the marked objective.
Yes, that happened. Oh well. I mean, honestly, when a game has enjoyable shotguns, I do like using them. Ironically, most of the time it's double-barreled ones. Because they usually have the right damage profile for stuff, but I take any. Also, in that regard, I am kind of happy that shotguns are this strong in Payday 2 because, you know, you can just make a bunch of builds that work with them. But yeah, they could buff them again a bit.
The enemy have captured Bravo.
Not like the stealth nerfs were a little bit much.
Be advised, hostile troops have secured more objectives.
We are attempting to capture Bravo.
Hey Sophie, the girls, they're fighting on the plane. I get, yeah. I'm not getting the reference, sorry. Maybe I'm just a bit dumb.
Move to attack the marked objective. We now hold more
Yes, on some maps there are aircrafts, and well, I mean, there's helicopters on this one, but, Golmud has jets, for example. If we get onto one with, jets, I cannot say I will fly good, but I might be better on the field. Oh! Yeah, that actually makes more sense. Sorry, but yeah, for example, helicopter. Come on! I just... I just was in an aircraft, and then the other aircraft had to do their job. I call it illegal. But yeah, I can see if I get a helicopter or a jet.
We have full objective control.
Even they do need to buff the ranges though.
Keep holding the majority of objectives. Attention, we need defensive support on the marked objective. We have lost control of Bravo.
Okay. Let's, I guess your E is probably better.
Advised, objective Bravo has fallen to the enemy.
But how are you doing, Sophie? How was the start into the week? Fuck! Why? Why the goddamn grenade launcher? Ah, this feels illegal as someone with a shotgun. Why do you take the one damage weapon that out damages me? Don't do that. Yeah, I can imagine. We're also like doing our best here to not die. At least, you know, since we're closer to the coast, it hasn't hit 30 degrees yet. I will just say that I feel 100% justified in my call that shutters need to be mandated on buildings. Period. Because like every normal homeowner does it, because duh. But it should just be on every single building. Like outside shutters should be mandatory. Period. That's the minimum. I said this before, but like the thing about country X builds no country really builds against the heat. The thing you build against the heat, and every country did that to a degree. Is just trying to have bigger rooms, especially with higher ceilings, and crucially, shade. Just shade maxing, as the youngsters would say. That's it. Awnings and shutters will already do a long. Ooh, nice. Spicy curry. I made a curry yesterday. Okay. I didn't make a curry yesterday. Okay, I made a curry sauce yesterday because Agonia was like, I want pizza. But I die if I just merely touch tomatoes. Would you try making a curry sauce without tomatoes and putting that on the pizza? And turns out it actually worked out for her pretty well. Not my favorite thing, but you liked it, right? Mm-hmm. Yay. Yes. Hey, here's the thing. We have a one of the streets like nearby. When we walk there through the at night, the trees are like, now with leaves, are like literally blocking the bit of moonlight that is there. It is insanely good at like more trees, just period. But like more trees, less cars, shades every shutters on the outside, because again, the main thing that heats up rooms, which everyone always fucking ignores, is light coming in through the windows. The moment you can block the lights off, which, you know, most normal homes have in Germany, ironically, outside shutters, the rooms can stay relatively cool. And then we just need, you know, a small AC and bam, done, you're set. You can also make it like, I kind of slapdash it together, which, I mean, honestly, worked. It worked really well. Thing is just, how should I put it in the best way? I'd say And build your trams like Big Boy Town. Yeah, that's what I mean with less cars, because look, cars are just so bad when we talk about cooling cities, because we can put up more shade, we can have shutters, we can install heat pumps, and we should also install awnings a lot more. That is all really good stuff. The thing is, usually, the more we remove cars from towns, the better, because you can like just remove like from 4-lane streets in cities, you could just remove 2, and you can plant trees, you can have tram lines there with, you know, grass, and all of that is less cars that produce heat, less road that not only seals the ground, but also, you know, retains more heat and more shade, but also just like trams are, they just produce less heat. So yeah, build more trams, period.
We're taking objective Golf.
But we can actually start with like mandating shutters, because holy shit, I do not think people talk enough about that. Because like a lot of people are like, oh, but you know, we have this special clear foil now over windows that also reflects. It's not enough. Light is still coming into the window. It just blocks some of the UV radiation, which is good, and we should also keep those mandatory. The thing is, shutters are the minimum. Shutters everywhere. Like, holy shit. Look, if someone can't have an AC, just being able to block sunlight, like, completely, would already improve so many apartments. I'm not even kidding. Like, this is one of the most important things you could do. And then again, awnings. Just more awnings, just more shade, and bam. Summer becomes bearable. Also, you know what mandated shutters also do? You can way better install portable ACs. You know, if retrofitting a building takes time and such. Okay, you know what? Actually, I will be right back in a second. Then we can yap about that a bit more.
Objective marked. We need you supporting the attack.
And we're back. But yeah, it's kind of ironic. Shutters are actually really good if you want to install portable ACs, because you see the big problem with portable ACs, and there's a lot of stuff about them, like for example, they're just not as energy efficient as normal ACs, etc. But here's the thing. At some point, we will just need to face the fact that this will be probably the most practical solution to, you know, get most people through the summer in some shape or form. And the biggest problem is that, well, European windows are not built for that. Like, I'm looking at, you know, I'm looking into getting one, And quite literally our options, because the thing is they need to pump out air out of the window at, by the way, a window that is 2-degree sealed. So the warm air just doesn't flow right back in. Now, to get that, there are kits for European windows and they work, and I will probably install one of them at some point. And they're basically like, you have a tape, you basically tape on the window with like, you know, the thing that you can like pull on and pull off, like on jackets or shoes. Anyway, the thing is, you can just seal with that, and then it's like half open, and there's like a zipper that you can open, put the put things through, and bam, done. It kind of sucks, truth be told. It's not the best. Meanwhile, if you have sliding windows, they just say, hey, you just put this kit in and, you know, slide down and bam. The thing is, with shutters, well, those kind of are sliding windows. Yeah, you leave your window open, but it's warm enough anyway. You just can basically get some wood, some plywood, cut a hole in it, put the funnel through that, put it in your shutter, and then let the shutters down, and bam, perfect seal. And that way, the portable ACs would even work better, especially if they have two funnels. But I mean, just think. Again, it just becomes more obvious that we just genuinely need heat pumps, because I'm sorry, we need some cooling in the summer. And like, it's becoming unignorable, you know? And I would say, like, that's the thing. When I talk about shutters and all that, those are the cheap options, because a lot of countries in Europe, Central Europe at least, have not the worst houses for that. We have constantly built relatively compact houses with good floor layouts, good insulation that, you know, keeps heat in, but also, you know, it also shields from heat outside. It's just, you know, we need something to get the build-up heat out again, which is what ACs are actually good for. So, you know, ACs would need to run at even lower strengths if you just installed them now. And then, you know, we just need some shutters to, you know, manage that there's not even heat getting to buildings. It's very simple changes for very big effects, actually. There's no, ironically, there's, you know, obviously no political will, because, I don't know, I guess everyone is too afraid of just telling fucking landlords, you need to make your buildings a little bit better. Because that's the thing. Heat pumps alone, fantastic. We need more of them, period. No questions asked. But if you want to, like, get a bit of heat relief easily? What the fuck is wrong with my rounds today? Anyway, if you want to get a bit of heat relief easily, those are the ways. Shutters, awnings, mainly shutters, actually.
Be advised, the enemy now controls more objectives.
And then it's always like, oh, but you know, people can just put some up indoor. No, they need to be outdoors. Outdoor shutters are like so mandatory in this regard, because again, the whole, like, indoor is not, it's just like, they work in very, very big quotation marks. I pointed out this recently because, like, we have them and they still block some light. But the problem is, as I said also before, they do not block the light from entering through the fucking window. And that is the problem. As long as there is a bit of space that is isolated between your indoor, you know, shutter and the window, there will be heat built up there. So you generally need to have your window open slightly, which is also a problem. Because sometimes hot air from outside is just not something you can deal with that easily.
Have secured objective Delta.
Again, it is kind of insane to point out how easy it would be.
Return our assault on Charlie.
Explosive set!
Maintain our lead on objectives. However, we can take ground.
Like, yeah. Just simply thinking about what are easy measures. Get shutters everywhere. It's like, will it cost a bit? Yeah. Will it cost a lot? No. Like, most of them can even be remote controlled nowadays. It's just getting them hooked up a bit to wires, and that's that.
Be advised, enemies are attacking objective Bravo. Defensive position needed on the marked objective.
Like, I think we need to talk more about quick solutions. Or no, not even solutions, but like quick improvements. Then like, but what are big ones? No, shut up with the big ones. There are always small things we can do. Always. But I guess people were just more interested in losing their mind over a fucking whale. At least that complete weird phase is done now. Sadly, they didn't blow it up, so.
All squads, labs are ready for deployment.
Yeah. No, that's actually true. Solar panels up, and the shutters pay for themselves. You basically just put them up, down anyway. And don't even need to use, again, the thing is, I think people always get things the wrong way. Because, look, AC's fantastic. They do a great job. They're, like, insanely good. We can definitely talk about how we even need to reduce the amount of AC use, right?
We're attacking Charlie.
Like, it's not that electricity is going to be a big problem, it's just the thing that at some point we need to just acknowledge that we should always look at how can we make stuff more efficient. How can we reduce the need to even have that much AC around? And unironically, shutters. It's like, I feel like I'm going insane being the person, like, in a goddamn Battlefield Twitch stream going, if we just mandated outdoor shutters, like, you know, physical ones, from plastic or metal, that shut tight, we would already help so many people because you could just literally prevent sunlight from entering your room. You see what I mean? Like, the absurdity is that on a fixed level, I think the talk about the heat pumps and all that is always there to distract from the fact that we can do more easily, and we're not doing it, and that is factually a problem. Yeah, I think most people just, I don't even know if people know that these things exist, but like, ooh, I told you. Okay, this is not going to go well. Oh my fucking... I knew Blackwell Fields, but they really need to make Blackwell Fields much bigger. Yeah. Fuck! Yeah, and I'm bad. I'm really bad at it. I wish I had the flight stick again. This is not Ace Combat. I'm sorry. Yeah, I mean, also... Oh. Blackwell Fields is kind of like the worst map in the game right now. And they said they're reworking it, and I'm very much looking forward to that. I just want to see what they're doing. I went off about this like last time, that they should definitely pull the bases, like some of the base stuff, closer to the center anyway, but yeah. Oi. You know, I'm definitely better driving tanks. That's also what I mostly did in War Thunder and such. Ace Combat only alloy combat. Allo combat. I definitely need to play 7 at some point. Like, I have it. I got it from someone. I really like 3. I need to try 7, but yeah. Fuck! Where were the people? If there were no people, I could have killed Tank. Why were there people? Okay, but what is allo combat? I don't get it. I'm sorry. I'm not... Also, it's an IFV, not a tank. I will try getting another one. Listen, that's the thing. The base and the scrapyard should be opposite of each other. There should be more of the building, just like general as a... and more of the oil field? Opposite of Ace. Oh! But wait, isn't everyone allo then? Huh. Or is allo like... maybe I'm just stupid. Yeah, Bradley! Bradley time! Can it trample puny humans? Then it's a tank. I thought it was Anna. Anyway. Or is she a tank? Javelin? Why?
Heads up! Spotted enemy vehicle!
Yeah, tanks are fun. I like tanks.
We're moving on objective Charlie.
Truth be told, I think I generally like IFBs a little bit more than MBTs.
Our forces control more objectives than the enemy.
Just kind of neat, you know?
Explosive set!
Right, we've secured Charlie.
There we go. It is kind of hilarious how good this weapon is with burst fire. To the point that I'm like thinking they actually should add burst to the DMR, Hex DMR, but yeah.
The battle is still being controlled by the enemy.
There. Where was there a tank? Okay, ooh, look at that. I flew that in Ace Combat 3.
Targeting objective Bravo. Objective Delta is under our control.
You know what? I understand why no one wants to fly on Blackwell Fields. I genuinely understand it now. It's kind of funny how this was the map they were like, oh yeah, this is the first map we released in the you know, post-season, post-launch seasons, and it's big, it has vehicles, it has jets, and everyone was like, it sucks. That is what the fuck, it sucks. You know, it definitely isn't like the worst map in the series. I've definitely played worse. But holy shit. There was actually there's actually a very interesting phenomenon going on, which is like, look, as someone who actually made maps, I can definitely say that it's bullshit. But interestingly is that people now say this map was generated by AI. And I just sit there being like, no, that is grade A human-made bullshit. It is. I'm sorry. Like, I'm very sorry to say that. No AI could do this kind of bullshit. But, it is kind of hilarious. It's kind of interesting to see how many people nowadays actually just see bad work as not human made. Because, that is probably the most interesting development. Because, like, yeah, we, you know, okay, to be clear, what I'm saying is we definitely need to get rid of fucking AI because, like, and this is just like this personal pet peeve. Like, it is interesting how much people default to now saying things are basically made by AI when, you know, they don't like it or it's not that good. And, like, first of all, no, not everything is made by AI because it's bad, but, like, I mean, we know where the connotations come from. But I do think this is more or less the whole point of... It is interesting how the moment we basically got a very small idea of here's a generator that produces, on average, pretty bad results. Basically got into the whole... Basically got into the... We ignore things as if it was not made by humans. And it's just like... yeah, sorry, we need to go back and, we need to go back and, like, generally get, humans... Like, humans in the craft should just get the honor back of just fucking up. Like, I'm going to be here. You know, I'm going to say, I kind of hate the fact that nowadays Gen AI is not only trying to steal jobs and pretend they're good, they're also stealing all the bad work from human. Like, the credit, at least. I kind of dislike that. Because, we need... Like, if we want to actually have, like, you're probably saying, you know, this could be a bit of a pet peeve and stuff like that. You know what? You would be right. But I do think, and this is like a personal thing, but probably will also agree with that. I do think the knowledge that people fuck up consistently is actually equally as important to have in a society that creates things, that thrives on creating things, than stuff that, you know, is universally seen as something good. Like, look. We can all talk about, for example, let's just say, oh look, Twilight was not that good. You know, yeah, kind of. But here's the thing. They still put it out. Look, this is just my personal belief, but like, if I think something like Twilight is not good, and I don't really believe that fully to a degree, but let's not. If I can say there is a lot of mediocre media out there, or just bad media, and they still it still finds an audience that resonates with which it resonates, and I think I can do it better. Then I have no excuse not to put my stuff out. And like, oh, but what if it's bad? I don't care, because I just told you there's a lot of media out there that many consider bad or mediocre that finds an audience, so might as well put my bad or mediocre shit out there because it might find an audience. On that note, I uploaded a new chapter to a few days ago, so you can check it out. It's linked on Blue Sky. What do you want to say?
SAO.
You know what? Fair enough. Fucking Sword Art Online found an audience, but it definitely should have not. You know what? Tower of God found an audience. It clearly should have not. We have not dunked on Tower of God enough in the recent times, so I think it's only fair to...
Yes, but they have to defend it.
Why? Why? It's just Hunter Hunter.
It at least tries to steal properly. It has characters, even though they're shit. But it has characters.
Do you want to tell me that Kirito, Mr. I have everything I ever want, is not a character?
No. He's a very polished projection surface.
God.
You're leaving the AO for return to combat.
Sword Art Online is like, you know what? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. If you ever feel bad about what you do, keep in mind someone wrote Kirito and it somehow became a cultural touchstone. So if you think your stuff is cringe, boy, go for it. That's the thing, we need human-made bad stuff. And the more we attribute bad stuff to AI, the less we actually attribute failing or being able to be bad to humans. And I think that is non bueno. Because we need to be equally aware of how people can succeed as much as they are able to fail. And the moment we take failing away from humans, we basically just rack up the expectations in society. I have heard the kind of protagonist like pre-transition Kirito as a protagonist. Honestly, the thing is, it would work, but the thing is, like, Kirito is such a non-character that even adding something like, listen, I just, pretended to be someone I was not all the time and, like, tried to imitate being a cool guy would infinitely add more to him than he has because he's nothing. On the other hand, and I would say that Asuka would totally date her girlfriend. And you know that.
But she's also kind of a Becken. So you can also...
Yes, but we can pretend she's the abridged version.
The abridged version.
Which is just infinitely better.
Yeah.
Okay?
It's funny when you can see when you can say that in terms of quality, somehow SAO abridged is better than the original.
I mean, it wasn't hard, but
Yeah, but it still only relies on footage from the original.
It just recontextualizes it, so it works. Yay! But yeah, there is a certain massive irony in Kirito, but yeah, it's just like, and like the original version is better because they made it shorter. You know what? No, the original version is better because they generally gave you know what the funniest bit the abridged version is pulling is? They're fixing the bullshit. Like, look.
First of all, they have actual characters.
Yeah, like the whole...
Not super well written characters, but they have characters.
Yeah, like Asuna just being hyper obsessed and constantly angry. Holy shit, you know what? I would actually watch a show with Rabbit Asuna. unironically good angle.
Kirito's an edgy shitlord, basically.
He's the edgy shitlord that
Which
gets...
is, it's like, I don't know, a lot more character than the original.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is just like the...
Asuna has actual agency sometimes.
Yep.
The plot kind of makes sense.
Yeah, like honestly, when the bridge version's biggest bit is that they just fix the dumb parts, the bad parts, you lost. The whole sister subplot makes way more sense.
She is his cousin in the original.
Yeah, but
I'm just saying.
for anyone who doesn't know, okay, so basically, because you know, Sword Art Online was nothing. It was like 4 pages for like 12 pages for
Thank you so much.
a contest. They already stretched like the original thing out, and you already knew that it was written by a person that had no idea about games. But then they were like, "Oh no, this is popular right now. We can't end it. We need a second. We need like a second season." And here's the thing: I will point out the irony about Sword Art Online is that the author, and I will be very clear, sometimes has really good ideas that actually other shows should just look at because they clearly resonate with people because they are rare. But in context of Kirito is Kirito is basically an incel template. You can just pretend put everything onto him. Okay? That's the thing. All of the modern incel anime movement basically started with Sword Art Online, and I will grant them the benefit of the doubt, not intentionally, because they basically just made non-characters, meaning you could like copy-paste everything onto it. Like, for example, and this is like, here's the thing. Why did Kirito and Asuna resonate to a degree? Because at some point, the show just stopped the bullshit harem trope. And they married. And they became a couple. And listen. But more series and media should have that. Just commit to a couple. The problem is, and I will be very specific here. Kirito and Asuna are not characters. It just happens. Off screen. He just... Listen, it was definitely not intended as that, but you can clearly read it as he just wins the girl by being awesome at video games. You see the problem.
And that every girl only matters insofar that she's into Kirito.
Yep, or there to enhance trauma. Yeah, it was, again, the good decision fucking falls over itself. Over and over and over. Like, the irony is, I think the idea for the antagonist of the second season makes, again, he makes no sense to a degree. Like, his plan is kind of idiotic. But here's the thing. A marriage off screen. Yeah, it's, basically they have time jumps in the show. Like, the whole point is that they are, like, stuck in this MMO for, like, years, literally. And they just start living normal lives. So, you know, that just kind of happens. Which is like, yeah, it's a time jump, but also like, you should have maybe gotten into that a little bit more.
I mean, here's a fun fact. There are like 100 levels, each with a boss, as far as I'm aware, that they need
Each
to
has
clear.
a boss.
And you see in the original, I think, 3 bosses.
Yeah. Should I just take the rest?
Stop taking my rest.
Okay.
My rest.
I'm not touching your rest. Your rest is fine. You just let it stand there. So I wanted the rest. Okay.
But I need it because it lowers my histamine.
Yes, I know. if you don't drink it, might as well
I
try.
should wait till the end of the stream.
Yes.
Because that's when
Anyway.
we go out.
Anyway, the thing is, yeah, there's a lot of stuff about Sword Art Online where it's like, for example, the antagonist of the second season is like, his plan doesn't really make sense. What he built doesn't really make a lot of sense, and like they constantly make a joke about it that, like, you know, Sword Art Online, like in the first half, the game Sword Art Online was made by someone who doesn't understand video games, and the second one is made by someone who's even dumber, like physically dumb, but like he's not physically, he's just literally extremely dumb and doesn't get shit. But then also it is full of because it's a kids MMO, it's full of censorship and other bullshit.
Well, now you're talking about Abridged. You didn't announce that.
I think that's in Abridged, yeah. But like in the original, honestly, the angle of him just being a fucking creep, like, you know, just someone who you just want to fucking bash his head in, not a bad choice. Then they start a sister/cousin subplot, and you're like,
It doesn't really add anything. It's kind of like, as we already established, girls are only important to the plot if they're in love with Kirito. That means she has to if she wants to stay in the plot.
you know what the funniest bit about this is? So much about Season 2 of Sword Art Online reads as a direct, oh, we understood the criticism of the first one. And then just fumbling it. Like, for example, yeah, you know, in the first season, the antagonist was just not there for a lot of time, which,
I owe you one.
you know, we can talk about that while how, you know, a lot of people were like, oh, hey, the antagonist just kind of shows up at the end, and, you know, going in all in with, you know, with someone who's like actually repulsive. Good decision. Now, just to make it a bit clear here, they then fumbled that by him being completely idiotic and not doing shit. And yeah, then they were like, oh hey, we didn't really go into like Kirito's personal life, or have like a better written love interest, or what is up with his family. What if we rolled all of that into one? And the answer is why? You could have had... No, I should not talk that much about Sword Art Online, because it just pisses me off. Why was that big?
I don't know, because
Why do
the
I-
show made no sense at all.
Why do I had to contend with people that told me that Dot Hack was a Sword Art Online clone? And like, look, if you say that, I think I'm like legally allowed to just bash your face in. I'm sorry, you should go away with a broken nose saying that. You should feel bad. Like, but physical violence is sometimes the answer, especially with Sword Art Online fans.
Yeah. Then okay. Brought us a lot of bad anime.
Again, the whole isekai incel genre was basically jump-started by it. So... You know what? Let's talk about fun stuff again.
A whale?
Do we really want to talk about Timmy the Whale?
Oh,
No, no! Timmy, oh my god, don't use the boomer name! Oh, no! Not... I don't know how many noticed the whole whale story, but that happened in Germany for like last month or so. Give Nia a sword. I should have a sword, yeah.
You want a sword.
Yes.
Earn money.
And the C96 Mauser.
I could make you a sword pistol with that.
No, I want both.
No. You get both in one. Like
No,
Liam.
no, I don't know. That is inefficient and bad.
And you get two of them.
What?
And I give you the gunblade. Gunblade.
Lightsaber!
I guess. Well, but oh yeah. Just asking. Did how many people heard about the whale Timmy? It's a small question. Oh my god. Okay, so when I hear about a little bit of a fever dream that happened for a while here. So basically, how was it called? A sperm whale, I think was it? Made its way into the Baltic Sea and basically first went into a harbor, into a port here, and then beached on a sandbank. So people were like, "Oh, it's not good." You know, we can talk a lot about, you know, whaling, etc. But still, the thing is, what then happened is, I don't know how to describe it best, but basically people were like, oh, we need to save the whale. So first act. Basically, the thing was, the whale was already in not a good condition, and also, you know, ate nets. So, you know, let's just be clear here. If you want to learn one thing from it, we need to have stronger regulations on fishing. Period. Anyway, so basically, first person entering is was a, should I put it in the best way? An activist who was like, oh yeah, I know stuff about saving whales. And let me just put it like this. He was basically pulled away, and he still says he did nothing wrong and they just, yeah, evil. But, you know, basically the local mayor was first like, oh, hey, you know stuff about it. And then, you know, he called more experts and then realized this guy is just there to, you know, pump up his image on Instagram. And they dug the whale free from the sandbank and hurt him in the process. So, guess what happened afterwards? Swam free, beached on at another town. Wow. So now, basically all of this began to spiral a little bit. Because now everyone was debating, should we even save the whale? Like, is this even sensible to do? And, well, you see, the Boomer Brigade happened. There were literal people lining up to protest that the whale needs to be saved because it wasn't his decision. Actually, kind of was swimming onto there, but it's a different topic. Anyway, and yeah, they completely went bonkers, and in, you know, typical Boomer, they just AI generated the shit out of that whale. Like, unironically, there was so much AI generated nonsense. And by the way, if you're wondering, yes, the esoteric bullshit people were also very much on board. And they, the boomers, decided, you know, this wasn't Whale Timmy, this was Hope. And we had to save her. Yeah, like here's the thing. When the whale first showed up, at first people were like, oh, this is probably like a female whale. Then it turns out wasn't. And then the boomer just decided to be like, no, it has to be a pregnant female whale, and we have to save her. And everyone's like, it's just like, what? And like, you know why they knew it? Because it communicated to some of them through the cosmos. Yeah, that's what as I said, the insane people were very much strong there. And yeah, they protested to save the whale. We'll also, like, literally have the videos of protests where people in the background line up to buy fish buns. And then people were like, you know, isn't that a bit weird? And they're like, no, that is just, you know, fishing and the whale have nothing to do with each other. And then you just sit there being like, on the transition to Timmy, you know what? Yeah, first female to male whale, and then the fucking boomers misgender him. Good. Anyway, so yeah, basically this whole thing escalated and the boomers went completely insane, like literally sending like death threats to the state senator, like the state head minister, because, you know, he was like, I don't even know if it's sensible to save the thing anymore. And, you know, most of it looked at to, yeah, that happened. That might just happen. And so yeah, they just got riled up for over that, and you had like some people constantly posting wildest shit, like how they had visions about the whale, or there was literally one woman, and I'm not kidding you about what I'm going to say, who was on a tourist boat in the harbor tour, and she jumped off the boat and swam to the whale. It was caught just short before that by some security people. And by the way, they kind of like fenced off everything because they were like the beach, because they were like, and then people like the boomers stormed the beach, but they couldn't even get to the whale because they was like out in the water. So, you know, you just had some dumb boomers standing on the beach. But yeah, and that woman just like went off about how the whale communicated with her while she was swimming, how it was singing and healthy and wants to be free. And you know, at that moment you're probably like, wow, this woman is insane. Good thing no one knows where. And then she told her full name, where she was coming from, her whole address, and that she has 3 children. Congratulations, your 3 children will now be bullied in school for being the offspring of the weird whale woman. Like, good job on that. Doing that on public TV. Just dox yourself and your children.
We've secured more objectives. Let's hold it.
In house that we come save you, we're not afraid of the government anymore.
Yeah, they literally seem like, we are not afraid of the government anymore. Like, ah, yes. Anyway, so the funniest bit, what happened during that time, is that a bunch of people just kind of got sick of it. You know? They just kind of got sick of it. And so people started counterposting and said, you know what? We should just blow up the whale. Just fill it up with dynamite and blow the fucking thing up. Oh boy, the boomers were angry. Funny enough, there is actually a full song not made by AI, by a band, about blowing up the whale. So you know which side is better. Granted, by the way. A bunch of people also used AI slop to make absolutely insane shit. Like Timmy the whale actually not being there, but being a Soviet spy drone that is dismantled. And you know what? Genuinely fuck AI, but it is kind of hilarious to see boomers en masse fall for this shit. Like, they just got bullshit back in their Instagram timeline about how the whale was transported over the autobahn with like the fire depart, like the firefighters spraying water on it, or how it's a drone. And they were unironically just being like, is this real? And I think the fact that the
comments are even better.
yeah, they
Like, even when people explain like this is AI,
yeah.
they ask what is AI.
More than one occasion, they were like, what is AI? And like, oh my god! And you know what? The funniest bit about it is that the counter group deliberately made the shittiest AI generation and even left the watermarks in stuff that the boomers removed. And they still fell for it. Listen, I'm just saying the boomers are lost. Welcome, Comrade Timmy, awaiting the arrival of immortal Lenin from the depths of the ocean. But yeah, the boomers got angry that, you know, people made fun of their hope that, you know, the name is actually Timmy and they would totally want to blow him up or... Okay, so... Okay, just so you know, there are like a few people in the German online meme scene that are a bit infamous. So one of them is someone called Jumbo Schreiner, who worked for a TV channel called ProSieben, for a show called Galileo, and basically his whole thing was he's fat and he always ate gigantic portions of food. That's it. From the few things I know about him, he seems to actually be kind of a nice person.
Until
The thing is, he still has this weird troll community because he gets way too easily angry at people online, which is a different topic, but otherwise. And then there is, how was he called again? The restaurant owner?
I just know the keyword.
Yeah, anyway, the thing is, there's also a restaurant owner who's like kind of cringe and weird and
Oh yes, very.
but his whole thing is that he has restaurants where they always serve XXL, you know, food. And so people just started posting that the whale was sold to these two people and they turned it into XXL fish sticks for Jumbo to eat.
It's stupid.
Or, you know, memes about how, you know, whales get sympathy in Germany, but catfish get killed by the police.
Which is true.
And yeah, by the way, the whale gets sold and turned into XXL fish sticks actually made the restaurant, because the restaurant owner make a video, but like, this is fake, it's not happening, because apparently the boomers believed it too much. It's just so insane. So yeah, you had that fever dream going for a while. And you're probably wondering, how the hell is it ending now? Well, we generally have like a millionaire swooping in at the end. Oh yeah, we're not done here, by the way. Fuck no. So here's the thing. Basically, there was this proposal, and also financed and put into action later, even though it was critiqued heavily as, because, you know, kind of a lot of, you know, just weirdo people, like I shouldn't call them activists, but like, we call them Schwobler. They're like, how do you call them in English at best?
Cranks?
Cranks, they were cranks. They're just all cranks. Started, trying to, you know, save the whale in some form, but, you know, mostly for image. So, unironically what happened, they tried to get in an expert, and they got one. Literal, a doctor, veterinarian from the USA that already worked with whales, that knew shit about whale saving. And she was called, and she was like, oh yeah, whale saving, no problem, I'm flying over. She flew over, arrived there, turned around, and went away because, and I quote her, the people there were so unprofessional that she feared of losing her license if she was associated with them. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of understandable considering her first experience was she arrived there and she was told she couldn't get on the first boat where, you know, I think the whale was free for a bit because, and I kid you not, a right-wing crank who kind of took lead of the operation besides having no knowledge, just genuinely went and took the first boat to make Instagram content and then drove Timmy onto a new sandbank. She literally was, this was the one chance, and they prevented her from doing the easiest thing possible because a crank wanted to boost his Instagram profile and sell books.
So she left.
She left.
They brought a new veterinarian, one that didn't have experience with whales, but with seals.
With seals, yes.
But she had a stroke. So she didn't arrive there.
So they got a new one who also had no idea about whales, but horses. Good enough. So basically after that charade happened, again, the owner of MediaMarkt entered. And like, again, a lot of people critique him for, he has no idea, he's just throwing the money around to, you know, get a better image because, you know, he's a billionaire and he wants to have a better image.
He does.
Which he does, but his plan, and I shit you not, was we're loading the whale onto basically in a pontoon enclosure, horses, the whales of the land. Absolutely, yes. So they were like, okay, we're hauling it into a barge, a barge where it lifts up, and then we just carry the whale to, you know, we just carry the whale out to the North Sea, release him, and that's it. That's the idea. Yeah, highly critiqued, obviously. Now, did they do it? Yes. And crucially, at first it actually seemed that it works out. Hooray! The thing is just then, as they were passing the strait at Denmark, so here's the thing. It turns out really fast these people had no idea. Because the thing they built was not made to go onto the high sea, aka the North Sea / the Atlantic. then they had the thing of, oh, we need to apply a tracker onto the whale. And just like last minute, they realized, oh, we applied a non-water proof tracker. So like, they still changed that, but the tracker didn't track. And yeah, then when they realized they couldn't get shit out, they just opened the gate and waited for days. And you know what? They had a live stream, which they turned off during the night. And then on the seventh night or so, yeah, in the morning the whale was gone. It was just gone. And you're like, oh, how did that happen? Well, what the fuck do you think about these people that had no idea if their thing was even fit for the Atlantic?
First of all, at that time there were only normal workers left.
Yeah, so no specialist.
Not even a doctor, nothing. And as far as we're told, they basically said,
good thing the fucking the shit creature is gone.
something like that.
Something like that. So, oh, they were just annoyed by it. So, lol. And you're like, okay. But you know, the boomers went high for a few days. Like, you know, the whale made it out in the freedom now, close to the Atlantic. It's dead. A few days later, belly up on the Danish coast, the whale was dead. Fun fact: the Danes already said, you know, if that fucking thing beaches up again, we're just gonna let it die. Fuck it. So it's dead now. It just died because probably, you know, all the mismanagement from people that went there for Instagram clicks killed it. We're getting an autopsy from Denmark, so when that happens, I will tell you what probably killed the whale. But like, that is the end for Timmy the whale. What the fuck?
Right, we have secured more objectives. Let's hold it.
Anyway.
Objective Charlie has been lost. The enemy has secured more objectives. Let's start the encounter.
I hope you all enjoyed this brief moment of insanity. Now I still need to think about what to do next week on Tuesday, because it is very much the story of the current times in small. You know what? I really wish sometimes I had a taste in games that would not lock me out of like a lot of people who cooperate on stuff.
Objective Charlie is now under our control.
But yeah, I'm kind of stuck on that. Probably not the best, but happens.
We have lost Charlie.
You know, I kind of had this idea of, you know, oh, just lots of Payday 2 with people, but like probably not gonna happen because like get people to play DSOD in Payday 2. I don't think I have enough people for that. I just don't know a lot of good co-op games or stuff that you could play like for once. Dun, 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 dun.
Hey, thank you.
We have heavy armor ready for combat. All right, objective Charlie has been secured. Hostiles now hold more objectives. Out.
Okay, objective Charlie has been secured.
Yeah. But yeah. It's also just kind of shit that we don't really have like a lot of good multiplayer games anymore that, you know, you could just like set up maybe to play with friends for like one day or so. And it kind of is interesting how bad that situation has become. Like most co-op games nowadays, you know, online, you need to put some effort into it, etc., etc. I mean, I guess stuff like Peak, but like sorry, I never got really converted to Peak. That's a problem. It's fun, though. Probably should start
We've taken ground. Bravo's been released. All remaining objectives are your target.
probably ask some people first if they even have time.
Pilots ready to fly. We need defensive support on the marked objective.
Oof.
All call signs. Aircraft now ready for deployment.
The battlefield is almost under our control. Keep holding more objectives. The enemy now controls Foxtrot.
I feel like, to a degree, they could have actually done a rework of Liberation Pool as well. It would have probably been much faster. Because basically, it's not a bad map. It just needs a bit more maneuverability about around the sea flag. You know, the upper one. Maybe a bit of a cave system behind it. I would definitely feel like no one gets up on the mountains. Add like maybe a small cave system, and boom, it would kind of have like a pretty good map. It doesn't need a lot, is what I'm saying. Just looking at some stuff now. No, E flag, not C flag. E flag around here. Like, basically, this is a bit of funnel, and most people like if the mountain is fully non climbable, and those as well, and they might, because this one is basically very lopsided. If they just add like a bit of a cave system over here, it would already help a lot with the E flag, in my opinion. Because you can advance easily from here, but hard from here.
All squads attack now. Hold more objectives in the enemy so our forces can take ground.
Like, that's the thing, it wouldn't be really a rework, much more like an addition that is missing. And I think that is probably one of those... I don't know how to say it. Like, bigger reworks, I'm definitely down with the game, and I think they should happen to some maps, but also, like... Let's just also focus on the fact that there are some maps that could just easily be improved with just a few additions, and Liberation Peak is one of them. So, yeah. That's always one of those things where I'm like, look, if there was just a bit more cover here, a bit more cover here, and maybe a bit of a cave system over here, E would be much more accessible as a flag. And again, then you could actually cut out the center one again, which would be so much better. It's sometimes just a few small things that could probably be done in, I'm not saying minutes, but like a few days. You could start iterating and testing it on labs, and you just need to make it look good, and boom.
Need a medic!
It just almost feels like it wasn't even planned. No? Almost? I don't know. Oh, look! A Devil May Cry 5 reference! Ah.
Come on! You're a lifesaver!
Yeah, this part should just get a bit more cover. Oh well, but I mean, that's really one of those things with terrain deformation that I really am missing, because if it was there, I think that kind of variant of Liberation Peak would have been done very fast. And I think that's good. Like, I mean, Bottle would be like the perfect way to just test shit out, but
We are close to taking control of the combat area. Maintain your lead on objectives.
that's definitely running over the enemies right now. You know what? I'm very much confirmed in my view of Microsoft again. Because here's the thing. They're like, oh yeah, we're gonna fix Windows. I'm like, you know what? I'm not like fully it's kind of obvious that they will do it, because, you know, Windows 11 is a shit show and they are like, hey, we need to get it on par with stuff, you know. But like, they're currently saying a lot of things. And here's the thing. They were like, oh, we're fixing Windows, and now bring up an update that installs an AI on your PC that you need to manually disable the deep in the settings options. Oh, look, Microsoft is a company that drank the AI juice. As much as they realize they need to save their business in some form, they will force shit. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, everyone who believes that, for example, the Xbox will be saved in some form by an AI person is delusional. Because they're lying. Again. And again. You know what? No, let me be clear. They're not lying. They're just omitting the parts that you do not want to hear. Like, listen, Microsoft will not be saved by people by the fact that they keep making mediocre games. Like, the best stuff they had were, like, if in the recent years, were some outliers by bought-up studios where a lot of people wish they would have never sold in the first place. Like, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. Let's shit on AI even more. Remember how Epic Games just also drank the Gen AI juice? For no particular reason other than wanting to probably turbo speedrun losing any positive brand image they ever had? So, they put out now a promotional image for a collaboration Fortnite with Porsche. It's AI generated. The Porsche logo is wrong. On the balloon of the crate, of which it is like airdropped, is the logo of Riot Games. What? I'm genuinely like,
Let's rally and counter.
if you know what, if the costs are not killing it off, it will be the lawsuits. I mean, it is kind of insane how AI just makes no money right now, and they're not all are not close to profitable. They've sunk billions into it, and they genuinely all think they could just fix it by just digging the hole deeper. Like, I'm sorry, that's just cults. I think at some point, people, especially in the gaming and tech sphere, need to realize how a cult looks like and how it operates. Because I do think too many people genuinely have no idea how that works. Because that's the thing, you know? One of the end stages of capitalism is just a cult. If you cannot offer shit anymore, you just basically make people so loyal that they cannot even imagine buying anything else. And, like, I'm sorry people are chronically unable to realize that, because they think cults is the, you know, those are the weird religious people. Not that you can make a cult out of literally anything as long as you like, and like, yes, it is gonna be a semi-religious structure, but like, again, you can make it out of everything, because the point of a cult is literally just you make people extremely loyal and emotionally attached to something. And then also crucially, build an environment where they can self-reinforce those beliefs. And if you ever wonder why there's a certain subset of CEOs just insane about Gen AI, and you do not realize that these people all hang out in the same groups, constantly re-brainwashing each other. Like, it's the same fucking mechanic at play as, well, what turfs do, honestly. It's why they can even stay alive. They just like they're literally just one very, very wealthy group of people that shut themselves off from the outside and just constantly reinforce their vile ideology. That's how it works. Like, that's also how online radicalization works, because the moment people stop doing it, they generally just fall out of the out of those groups very easily. And it's kind of insane how much we have cult structures nowadays in our society, but are unable to call cult structures what it is. Instead, we get stuff like, it's a grift. No. There's a grift attached to a cult, but cults are cults. Call it what it is. And the reason why cults are worse is literally because a cult also has a built-in function to basically self-defend. Grifts can't really. Grifts are basically, they run and go away. Cults try to milk people for a long time, and especially keep them, you know, ideologically in line. That is a major factor. Like, spawn. This idiot had to lure them to me. Had to happen. Look, there shouldn't be actually smoke coming out of the fucking... I mean, now I guess, but... there shouldn't be smoke coming out of the ACs. Just saying.
Echo has been neutralized.
We've lost ground to the enemy. They've taken objective Bravo off the map. Be advised, we need attack support on the marked objective. The enemy is secure at Charlie.
I do wonder how they will rework this one though. I probably think they will probably make it just like actual square shaped and just, you know, elongate, like just, you know, get this one away and just like stretch it out in both directions and just make it more of a linear map. That would probably work pretty well if they expand the boundaries also a bit. Like, especially down here, that there's more, like, if they mirror more like that there's something over here as well and there's like just more space to maneuver around, would probably be a lot more fun. Especially if, you know, F-flag would just be used more. Yeah.
Grab what you can!
Okay, objective Echo has been secured.
did I just achieve?
Oh, fuck! Man down! Let's go!
Transport helicopters fueled and ready. Our forces control more objectives than the enemy. Hostiles now hold more objectives.
Okay, okay, there's someone over there.
Be advised, hostiles are attacking objective Echo.
Huh.
The enemy has taken Delta.
The enemy has secured objective Delta. The enemy has the lead on objectives held. They're about to take
No,
ground.
wait, I've unlocked, don't have shit for a suppressor. Now I have enough for the suppressor. Nice! Okay.
Objective Delta taken by hostiles.
What? Ah. This is definitely the last round here.
Hostiles now hold more objectives. My armored vehicles prepped and ready to go.
Also, you definitely need to move that you can get onto the buildings. That would help the flow of the map a lot.
Let's go!
Damn. Okay, so why are you lying here, by the way? Oh well. I hope this one is soon over. I'm like thinking about a lot of things right now. Like maybe I actually should open up the portal editor again. Maybe the newest version is actually better, and yeah, we could there could maybe be like cooler stuff being made. I don't know how well the map would run, but that's a different topic. I have some dumb ideas that you could do that would probably be fun.
I'm here!
I'm bleeding out! Medic!
Oh well. Yeah, and this round. And this round.
Enemy are close to fully controlling the battlefield.
Why did it turn around? It's getting worse.
Objective marked. We need your support in the attack. Objective Charlie is now under our control.
Yeah. I'd very much like for the enemy team to recapture something. Doing it finally.
We no longer hold Charlie.
Okay, I think that was it for today. But yeah, tomorrow the Pikmin 2 is back. We're doing more dungeons and chaos. You're very happy about that?
Yeah.
Might as well do some on Thursday as well this time.
Nice.
To get more Pikmin. Which is gonna be fun. Pikmin time, where I probably will cry and shit myself. Because the dungeons are gonna get horrible. Anyway, thanks for being here. Hope you all had fun, and see you all around. Bye!